You're doing 90% of the work your AI should be doing. You write the prompt, you guess what it needs, you rewrite it 5 times, you're prompting backwards. Here's the thing nobody tells you. The people getting the best results out of Claude or ChatGPT barely write prompts at all. They flip the whole thing around. Instead of feeding the AI a perfect instruction, they make the AI ask them what it needs. 5 steps. The first 2 change how you think. The last 3 are moves you make in your very next chat. And step 4 is the one almost nobody does, even though it catches the mistakes before your client ever sees them. To keep this real, we'll follow one task the whole way through. A manager has to email a client about a price increase. It's the kind of message you rewrite all afternoon because the tone is never quite right. We'll run it the old way first, then the new way, and you'll watch a 30-minute job turn into about 3. One promise before we start: none of this is code. None of it is a clever prompt you have to memorize. It's a way of talking to AI that you'll use the same day you watch this. And it doesn't matter what your job is. The email is just an example. If you build reports, plan projects, screen candidates, or answer the same client questions every week, the exact same 5 steps apply. The task changes, the method doesn't. Last week I watched a friend write that price increase email. She typed, "Write a professional email telling my client our rate is going up." Claude gave her a generic corporate paragraph. It didn't know the client, the history, or why the rate changed. So she added a line, rewrote, added another line, rewrote again. 20 minutes, 6 versions, and it still sounded like a robot. That's push prompting. You push everything at the AI up front, and you hope you didn't forget anything. The mistake is thinking the quality lives in your prompt. It doesn't. The quality lives in the context. And you're trying to dump all of it in one shot, from memory, before you've even thought it through. Pull prompting flips it. Think of a GPS. You don't give it turn-by-turn directions. You give it the destination, and it pulls the rest from you. Which roads to avoid, whether you want the fast way or the scenic way. Pull prompting is the same. You tell the AI where you want to end up, and you let it pull the details out of you, one question at a time. Same email, new approach. She typed one line: "I need to email a client about a price increase. Before you write anything, ask me what you need to know." That one move is the whole video in miniature. The work didn't disappear, it just moved to the side that's actually good at it. But pull prompting only works if the AI knows who you are before you start. That's step 2. A consultant I know got tired of explaining himself to AI every single morning. Who he is, what his company does, who his clients are, how he likes to write. Every chat, from zero, like meeting a stranger who forgets you by lunch. So he wrote it down once, one block of text. He calls it his master prompt. The mistake most people make is treating every chat like the first time they've ever met the AI. You reintroduce yourself, you re-explain your job, you re-describe your tone over and over. That re-explaining is where the hours actually go, not in the task itself, in the setup you repeat all day long. A master prompt is 5 or 6 lines. Who you are, what your company does, who you serve, how you write, and what good output looks like for you. You paste it at the top of any task, and suddenly the AI isn't guessing. For our email, the master prompt alone killed the generic corporate tone. The AI finally knew she writes warm and direct, so it stopped sounding like a press release. If you've never written one, here's the trick. Don't write it from a blank page. Ask the AI to interview you for it. Say, "Ask me 10 questions to build my master prompt." Then write it in my voice. You answer, it drafts, and you've got the thing that powers every chat after this. You'll see that interview move again in a second because it's the heart of the whole system. And here's the part people miss. You don't need one giant master prompt. You write a short one for each part of your life. One for client work, one for hiring, one for your own projects. You keep them in a note and you paste the right one in. 2 minutes of setup, once, instead of 5 minutes of re-explaining every single chat. So now the AI knows where you're going and it knows who you are. Step 3 is where it stops guessing completely. Back to the email. After the master prompt, she added one sentence. Before you write the email, ask me the 5 questions you need answered to get this right. Then Claude did something most people have never seen it do. It stopped, and it asked her questions. How long has this client been with you? Is the increase across the board or just for them? What's the reason, costs or scope? How's the relationship right now, solid or fragile? And do you want to offer them anything to soften it? She answered in 2 lines each, 30 seconds total. And the first draft came back right, not close, right. Because every gap that used to cause a rewrite got filled before the writing even started. This is the move from the whole video. You're not writing a better prompt. You're making the AI pull the prompt out of you. The mistake everyone makes is answering questions the AI never asked, and forgetting the one thing it actually needed. So let it ask. It knows what's missing better than you do because it's the one about to use it. The phrase to save is this: ask me what you need before you start. 7 words. Put it after any request and watch the AI go from guessing to interviewing. It works for an email. It works for a plan, a spreadsheet, a hiring scorecard, a tough conversation you're dreading. Anything where the answer depends on details only you know. I watched a project manager do this with a status report she dreaded for years. Same line: interview me first. The AI asked who reads the report, what they actually care about, and what last week's version got wrong. 90 seconds of answers, and the report wrote itself in her voice. She told me the questions alone made her think clearer than the report ever had. Now you've got to write first draft. But there's one step that separates a good answer from one you can actually send. And it's the step almost nobody does. But before we get to step 4, the one that catches the mistake before your client does, take 2 seconds and subscribe. Every Tuesday I break down one AI workflow like this. Real tasks, real numbers, no code. Okay, step 4. Here's a comment I read under a video like this. Someone wrote, "The best thing I did was tell the AI to be brutally honest with me, based on facts, not to make me happy." The replies blew up, because everyone's quietly noticed the same thing. AI agrees with you too much. That's the trap with a first draft that looks good. It looks good because the AI is trying to please you. The mistake is hitting send on something that was never stress tested. A polished email that ignores the client's real objection is worse than no email at all. So before she sent it, she added one more line. Argue against this email. What will a skeptical client object to, and what am I missing? Claude pushed back. It pointed out the email never acknowledged how long the client had been loyal. It flagged that the timing landed right at the client's budget season. 2 things that would have turned a calm reply into an angry one. She fixed both in under a minute. This is the difference between using AI as a yes machine and using it as an advisor. You ask it to disagree with you on purpose. Challenge my reasoning. Tell me where I'm wrong. What would a critic say here? The answer you get back is the one that's actually worth putting your name on, and it costs you 1 extra sentence. There's a stronger version of this for big decisions. Tell the AI to play the person on the other side. For a client email, have it answer as the client. For a proposal, have it answer as the buyer who's comparing you to 3 competitors. You get the objection in their words before they ever say it out loud. That's a rehearsal nobody else in your market is doing. So that's 4 steps, and you might think you have to do this whole dance every single time. You don't. Step 5 makes it permanent. A founder I talked to does this for every recurring message. He took the whole thing, the master prompt, the interview line, and the challenge line, and saved it as one reusable block. Now, a hard client email isn't a 30-minute job. He pastes one template, answers a few questions, and he's done in 3. The mistake people make is treating every good AI session as a one-off. You figure out the perfect way to talk to it, you get a great result, and then you close the tab and lose the whole method. Next time, you start from scratch, like none of it ever happened. So save your method as a template. 3 parts: your master prompt, the line that makes it interview you, and the line that makes it challenge you. Drop that block into any chat and you've recreated this entire video in 10 seconds. Better yet, share it with your team, and now everyone's AI works the way yours does. And because it's just text, it works in Claude, it works in ChatGPT, and it works in whatever tool comes next year. You're not locked into anything. You own the method. That's the real unlock. The tool will change. The way you talk to it is the skill that stays. So let's close the loop. The old way, that price increase email, took her half an hour and 6 rewrites. The new way took about 3 minutes, and it came out better because a skeptical client got answered before they could even object. Same person, same tool. The same subscription you already pay for. The only thing that changed is who did the asking. 5 steps. Step 1, stop pushing, start pulling. Step 2, write a master prompt so the AI knows who you are. Step 3, make it interview you before it answers. Step 4, make it argue against you before you commit. And step 5, save the method as a template you reuse forever. And that 90% from the first 7 seconds, the work that used to be yours, the guessing, the re-explaining, the endless rewriting, almost all of it moves to the AI. Your job shrinks to the part only you can do. Knowing the client, making the call, the judgment nobody can paste from a template. I put the whole template in the description. The master prompt skeleton, the interview line, and the challenge line. It's free, no email wall. Copy it, paste it into your next chat, and tell me in the comments what task you ran it on first. I read every comment in the first day, and I reply. If this changed how you'll talk to AI tomorrow, subscribe. Every Tuesday, one workflow, real numbers, no code. Next week, I'm taking this exact method and building it into a setup that answers your routine messages before you even open them.